G'day traders, Sam from Trade to Prosper to give you another crypto review. This time is Atom, and more so Atom pairing against Bitcoin. It was an interesting chart someone posted, and someone that's very skilled, and I thought I'll also present this as well. So here's Atom on Binance on the weekly against Bitcoin, and what we have is confluence with support, and the weekly touched this 1.272 based on my methodology. So this level is our main resistance level along the range, and it's our 618 level. So it is a bullish setup. We had a weekly wick. This weekly candle is looking strong. Could be a continuation, but I do feel like it will range for a while in this area before it breaks up. I could be wrong. It could just keep going straight up. So it's up to you. Now we can look at the indicators. But what I want to do is, before I look at the indicators, let's just look at a few key levels. So we look at this weekly chart. That's a weekly level there, and I think that will be a very strong level if it comes down to that level at all. So if it does, it's likely to find support and then go up. So it's not much of a drop. Yeah, these days 20% or 18% is not much of a drop. But you can look at that as a risk management. You can put a stop loss right under the weekly. So stop right under the weekly, and you'll be fine to trade this. I feel like there'll be 1 or 2 weeks, but in the past there was only 2 weeks, 3 weeks there. So wouldn't surprise me that there's a few weeks. Here we have the weekly as well, right there. As you can see, I'll just highlight that in darker. I had it there in blue. It's also a volume profile, and that's a weekly level, very strong level in the past, and that's where we got our wick. We have our weekly levels of resistance across the board, so let's just put that there. That's a strong weekly that we will find as a resistance. And a point of control, this, when we did it, it gave us this red line, and sure enough, it's acting as support right there, as you can see. Yes, slightly below, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So this looks good. On the weekly chart, indicator, it's hit our previous bottom on the RSI, and we got a bounce. And you can see how the breakdown has occurred in the past, and I haven't keeping an eye on it at all. Jack all. That was a nice shorting position. These are all, this and this is a bump and run strategy, and there'll be a trend line of some sort like that. And this one is obviously a bit of a bear flag. Here we don't have the reversal yet, but it can easily turn up and then continue on. So the weekly really depends, and anyway, we'll see how that goes. That's a wave trend and the RSI. Just keep an eye on those two. Now what we're going to do is look at from an alleyway perspective. With the tool, it tells us this is a 1, 2, 3, potentially 4. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me it does that as well. That's very possible. Or yeah, if it breaks above this is going to be a strong support. Fib is 1. So this could be. So I do feel like this is, maybe it'll come back down like that and then go up, which is not surprising. That's a Wyckoff accumulation. And the breakout, you can probably take your chances there for the breakout, and up it goes. But this is at the moment a good entry. We'll look at a small time frame to see exactly how to enter that, if there isn't none. So this is looking bullish. Macro wise, it looks bullish. We're going to have resistance here. We might get a pullback and then do that, and that will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We might get a resistance here. We've got previous resistance, but the bull run could really go. And we can probably measure it from, if that is the case, we do our Fibonacci. Our first Fibonacci is there, as you can see, the 618, and then the further one is up to here. So we have a few targets, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's see if I got it right. Yep. So these are the things I'm thinking of long term. Whoops. Let's just hide that. Now, so let's look at the indicators as we did. We'll look on the, let's say 3 days. And okay, where's our S.SAri? Let's just put these on the weekly. From a 3 day, it's also, the RSI is on the bottom. You can see this RSI, it's done a few taps, but this one was a nice one here. This is nice. Always these ones in the past are successful. This type of formation with an RSI is a good breakout signal, and so if you were to do that, it would have been right there actually. Beautiful. So that would have been a good entry in the past. And you can see the bullish divergence. As the price is coming down, you've got a bullish divergence. We don't have anything on the 3 day at the moment. It's too early. And we might, if you want to be conservative, you probably look at this trend line, and then if it breaks above that trend line, you might get a resistance there, come back down, and then back up. So like I was saying, on the 3 day, we might get a knockback and down and then up, and that's likely to be here, and then scoop up. Like to see that crossover just like that for especially these ones. Bullish divergence even better. That's a few weeks in the making, and you can see how it just kept going week after week after week, and so this is going to be interesting. But these are 3 daily, so yep, not weekly. All right, let's look at the next chart on the daily. Well, actually, we'll look at the 12-hour. Let's just get rid of that. Someone's upset outside. So here on the daily, yeah. Let's just get rid of these. We have on the daily, it's almost crossing over of the wave trend, so that's a bullish sign. We had that there, not necessarily it's in context. Key level, this is a key level, so we might just get a bit of a bullish move in there. The RSI is pretty much showing bullishness, like there here. In the past, let's see how we go. We had our breakouts, but they come back down, and so this is where we might just be accumulating, guys, and can probably dip more, but it's probably a good averaging in scenario. On the 12-hour, it's looking very bullish actually. Look how many days, on 12 hours, just constantly, and we've got the crossover, not completely yet, and these are the hard ones, unfortunately, but it's looking bullish. So let's have a closer look on the 12-hour or even smaller time frame. I was waiting for a pullback last night before I went to sleep. It didn't happen. And let's do a Fibonacci, but this is looking very strong. So if it does pull back, if you're waiting for a pullback, it's going to be a hard one, but yeah, so we're using a Fibonacci on 1 there, 618, you break above it, retest, and now this is going to likely be resistance. But it's a strong move, and it's going to likely continue. At this point it's hard. You just got to probably average in. So I'm a Bitcoin into Atom, but Atom has in the past done very well. So let's look at Atom against the US dollar. See what that's telling us as it's doing well against Bitcoin. So that was yeah, okay, there we go. So we had our sell-off. I'm not sure why I had that line there, but it was definitely a breakdown. And you know what? It can easily reverse, but we're going to have resistance. So when Bitcoin, so if this does that, we could potentially find resistance and then go up. But you can see that level is lined up, 0.5. In terms of structure, you had your up thrust, secondary test. Interesting. This could keep going, definitely, and this could be nullified. Although this is in action, this also is a channel or accumulation. The fact that Atom did this, it came up, found support. This could be the beginning of the alt market really breaking out. So that was a real big sell-off, but look at this, that was an opportunity. Bummer. That would have been a good buy. So is it alt season soon? Don't know. And so we want to look at Bitcoin dominance. Let's see if we have it anywhere here. We had it before. And here we go. That's Tether dominance. Tether is looking to hesitate. No clear sign. Bitcoin, I was looking for a breakout. It's probably looking for a swing trade potentially on Bitcoin. I don't have the dominance chart here. Let's go back. Let's just pull it out. So it looks strong still. Looks like it wants to keep going up. So we had that. Interesting enough, a bit of a fake out and then bullishness. So this is, it's found support here. And if you watch my previous videos, I did say it's likely to retest and continue on, and that's what it's doing. So a lot of the alts are getting wrecked. Some are doing better. Some alts are doing better than others, and I think Atom is going to be one of those. So here we go. So Bitcoin dominance is going up, and that's probably due to Bitcoin looking slightly bullish, where the alts they had the bounce, but not as good. I think that's a wrap, guys. I do feel like this is a good accumulation. We're looking for a range, potentially a range, just like this, going sideways for a while and then continuing up. Bit of a fake out. That could be like I said, wave 5, and you can see how this is done with the auto tool. 3, 4, 5, and ABC in the range, and then I think it's a reversal. Is it a good time to enter? It's up to you guys. I will start averaging it. I wouldn't be missing out. That's why I still feel Bitcoin is bullish. Might hit 25k. If I have a chart, where is that chart? Let's just look on the daily. Give me a sec. Maybe this is the chart today. Alright, let's just move that around. Let's see just Bitcoin in a short time span. I want to get rid of all that noise. So you can see we have our moving average, that's 200 EMA on the weekly, and we also have the we did break the 200 on the SMA. So this 200 weekly, see previous resistance, this is a strong support level. It might, and we're having this slow descent, and also it's very likely, in my opinion, that we get the pivot here. We just keep coming and then bang. The opposite could happen, but I am favoring the upside. Here's where we're going to find resistance. If you look at Bitcoin with these Fibonacci levels, you can clearly see a few things. That neckline is 100% resistance, right? So just clearing these up. And damn it. What we need to see break through is this neckline here as well. There's a lot of wicks. This this Fibonacci and this Fibonacci are the main resistance. If we break above them and regain this level, then we have an uptrend. We're breaking the daily trend. So this is a 2-day. Let's do the 1 day. 1 day is a bit better. So there it is there, very clear resistance there. That Fibonacci also played its role, and we might get a few wicks. I feel like this is going to be a strong support. If it ever comes there, that's your buy, and then it goes up. So we might just be in this pocket for a while. If you haven't seen this before, I said that's like our 10.5 K level, but we did that here. Where it was a complex formation here. We had one stage, and then we had this other stage. So it does look like something similar if you look at it. So that's the fractal that I've been referring to. We were here for 3 months. Here we're already 2 months. So it's likely to, and it's a strong breakout. Sorry. This level, 32 to 35, is going to be strong resistance. Here we are head and shoulders, might pull back, and then we have the bull run. If it does that, imagine if we do this, where are we? Damn it. Let's just do this bar pattern. We get a breakout, and let's see if it fits the model. Yeah, there you go, 0.5. So that's going to be a strong resistance, a pullback, maybe a retest, and then up. And we still have this level as the main resistance, guys. That's where we do a wave 5, we do A, B, C, and then further down. It's going to be a strong resistance, and then we got to see how this responds. But that's what I'm thinking at the moment. We're still bullish, breakout, and 50K could be in the books as well. Next one level as well. This is going to be very difficult. No, this is difficult, but this is going to be more difficult to see what takes place. That's a wrap, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully gives you some ideas. Please give me a like and share. Talk to you soon. Cheers.